Welcome to Jerusalem. We are now at Jaffa Gate. Jaffa Gate is one of the 8 gates around Jerusalem. I know that you think that the wall that you see here is old from the time of King Solomon, the time of King David. Sadly, it's not. That city has been destroyed so many times that in that case, what you see here is only from the 16th century, built by an Ottoman, Turkish Sultan, Suleiman the Magnificent. One of those gates is Jaffa Gate. Jaffa Gate, mainly because it leads to the most important port of Israel at that time, and that is Jaffa. Today it's Jaffa, Tel Aviv, Jaffa. Another name to that gate is Halil, Bab el-Halil, and means Hebron, because it leads to Hebron as well. Then in that case, 2 names to that beautiful gate. The Israelis call it Shahar Yafo, Jaffa Gate. Jaffa Gate is unique. Not because it's beautiful, because it's not the most beautiful gate in Jerusalem. There are better and more beautiful gates in Jerusalem. But it's one of the main gates of the city. Then in that case, let's build it together. We are now in the Ottoman Empire. We are Suleiman the Magnificent. We build beautiful walls and we build a gate. What's the meaning of a gate at that time? Is it an entrance? Just an entrance? I'm not sure. Because if you want to enter, then why to block the entrance? Like that. Why we have to go all the way in and then turn left? Mainly because a gate and at that time in Israel is to protect the people who live here, protect the Ottomans who actually guarding that place. Think about you. You are entering the city as a soldier, as an enemy. Most of the soldiers, most of the people in the world are right-handed. Not me. Then if you will turn left, your hand with a rifle, with a gun, will actually face to the wall itself. It's not easy to enter that gate. You can see the 2 wooden doors covered with metals, and believe me, it's difficult to move them and difficult to close the place, although you can do that. The last time that place been closed was at the time of coronavirus. But if you're standing here, the doors are closed and you want to go in, you can see the arrows here. Let's say arrows, guns, but there's kind of a balcony. And look at that balcony. It's empty from the inside. I mean, you cannot stand there. But what about using hot oil or let's say water, hot water? I can understand what will happen to the soldiers who will try to enter that place. There are few inscription of in Arabic. One of them tells us that Suleiman the Magnificent built that wall. At the end gate, he actually did it in all the 7 gates that he had at that time. One of them is the Shahada, which is the first sentence in the Quran, but instead of talking about Muhammad, it talks about Abraham. Why Abraham? Because that gate will lead to Hebron, to the tomb of Abraham, according to the Muslims and the Jews. Another important thing to know about that place is that that gate actually didn't look like that at the, let's say, the Ottoman style. Why? because they will have to rebuild it, and people started to use it. They started to build shops and houses next to the walls. Then until the British came, you couldn't see the wall, you saw houses. Today we can see only 2 marks of those 2 houses here. Look at that triangle. You can see it. You can see that, you can see it. That was a roof of a building that used to be here. And look at that mark. Let me take you there. Sit on the mark of another roof that used to be here. The gate itself, although the Ottomans built it, they used materials that they found in that area. We believe that those arches here and there were part of a Crusader arches, part of churches that been here somewhere. We don't know where he took it from. And what else we have to know about it? Yes. Let me take you to see a clock tower that the Ottomans built here. Clock tower on top of Jaffa Gate. There were 5 clock towers in Israel to mark or to celebrate the 25 years of in power of Abdul Hamid II, the Sultan. And it was, oh, it's not there anymore. It was there. But when the British came in 1920, in 1922, they came in 1917, but in 1922, they didn't like that tower because it was ugly. Then they destroyed the clock tower and built in front of it, somewhere there, another square, Allenby Square, and they built an ugly clock tower there too. Today, those 2 clock towers are gone. And if that is a very difficult gate to cross, what's happening here? There's a road. Then why do you need a gate? I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh, I think now we can see it for the first time, the inner part of the old city. Then if there is a road, then what's the story of it? Before we will talk about the story, I want you to see the beautiful Tower of David. All right, that's the Byzantines, the Romans who convert themselves into Christians, believe that King David built that fortress. But sadly he didn't. King David built the city far away from here. That was built originally by King Harold. King Harold built that fortress here, mainly because it's the highest place of the city. And from here, and believe me, if you will climb one of those towers, you will see the most amazing view of the city. And you can do that. And another thing that I want you to understand, that he built it next to his palace. Can you see the antenna there? Right there? That was his palace. Today it's the police station. Then in that case, what about that wall? You see the wall goes all the way here. It's supposed to be right there as well. It goes all the way to here. Then why do we need it? Because the Kaiser William II, when he came to Jerusalem at 1898, after the Suez Canal, he said to the Ottomans, I'm not walking into the city. You, my dear, will open part of the city, part of the wall, and I will be able to enter with my wife, ride in a carriage, straight into the city. And from that time, we do have a road. Now, if you like that video and you want to see more, subscribe my channel. In the description, you will find more details, more information about Jaffa Gate and how to reach me. Facebook account, Instagram account, all that stuff. Then see you in my next video. Bye bye.